Hello. Hello. We're gonna start a little early. Y'all, I hope y'all enjoying the music. Hope y'all enjoying the music. Hello, and hello. Thank you guys for joining me tonight for our pop in. We have some great topics for you guys tonight. Yes, we do. I hope you guys also enjoyed Park Chronicles. If you didn't get a chance to check that out, please head on over and check that video out as well and hit the like button for me, okay? Yes, I see y'all here. Okay, let's do a rundown. Who is here? All right, Linda Gamble, I see you here. Artrell Palmer, Joyce Pick, I see. Shirley Terry, Yolanda Montgomery, I see you. Gloria Williams and Green. Rosina McCrary, hi. Caramel is here now. Verdi Taylor, all right now, hi. Imprintitious is here. Angela Cuff is here. Miss Lady is here. Dolores Carmichael is here. Sin is here. Peggy Jones is here. April Pearson is here. Vilma Sadler is here. Tawana Zeta Mom is here. Nikki P is here. Shirley McCrary, honey. Armanelle Moore. C. Lewis is here. M. Babbitt Brooks is here. Cynthia Jacobs is here. My degree is real. Oh, is that some shade? Is that some shade? When I think about that now, I think about Tisha. All right, BC Jones 541 is here. Vera Jennings is here. Flower Bloom is in the house. Jones Lynn is here. Is Cookie Dough. Okay, I like that name. Ella Rogers is here. Miss Lady. Samara Gerard. I'm sorry. Althea P 1965 is here. Wanda Cockshell is here. Lizzie Wheeler is here. Kim Jones is in the building. Adrian Kane is here. And Lakita Bartlett. Thank y'all for being here. I promise I appreciate it. And everything in me, Lord. All right, let's get into the show, child. I got some great topics. All right, so let's get into it. If you guys saw the description, you already know what we're going to be talking about. All right, we have some updates before we get into the real true Hollywood story over here, honey. And then we're going to get on into the good old gushy stuff. Because we love it gushy, don't we? Did that come out right? All right. So first things first is the hotter topic. Let's go and get that out the way. Honey. Jonathan Majors. We've been talking about him. And I told you guys I'm going to update you guys if and when I get an update. And Lord, is it an update? Okay. Jonathan Majors is found guilty. Okay. He is found guilty, y'all. Lord, my heart is broken, Jesus. Okay. He is found guilty, honey, out here messing with the snow bunnies, Lord. Yes, he is. Oh, Jesus. He is found guilty, y'all, and he is, oh, Lord. So they're saying Jonathan Majors, honey, is found guilty of assault, honey, and harassment, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I can't believe it. I really thought he might get out. So they're saying he is guilty on counts 2 and 4 and not guilty on counts 1 and 3. All right. Now, according to Neighborhood Talk, they're saying that he was found guilty of assault in the 3rd degree and guilty of harassment. Says he was found not guilty of one of the counts in assault in the 3rd degree and not guilty of aggravated assault in 2nd degree. Says so he was convicted of 2 out of 4 charges against him. His sentencing will be held on February the 5th. Okay. So he will know his fate then. I know they were saying that he was facing a year or 2 in jail if he's found guilty. Ooh, child, do y'all think Megan Good gonna stick and stay by him? Child, she gonna be putting some money on your commissary, Lord. Y'all think she gonna be putting some money on his commissary? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I hate to hear that, okay? I really hate to hear that. But yes, that they've issued the following verdict for him, so he is found guilty. Now, I know his attorney says that we are disappointed in the verdict. I'm sure you are. Damn, I hate that shit, y'all. So his it says it is clear that the jury did not believe that Grace Jabari's story of what happened in SUV because they found that Mr. Majors did not intentionally cause the injuries to her. Okay. That is what they're saying. Priya's charge, she released a statement, okay, following his guilty verdict. She says, it is clear that the jury did not believe that Grace Jabbar's story is what happened in the SUV. Well, I mean, shit, he was found guilty. So how you going to say that? What kind of attorney are you? Okay. And following his guilty verdict, they're saying that Disney and Marvel Studios have now fired Jonathan after he was found guilty. Okay. Yes. So y'all know he played the actor Kang the Conqueror for the Marvel movies out here. So now he's been fired. I know they were gearing up to do another one. It doesn't look like he's going to be hired to do it. They're going to find another black man to get up in there and get the job done. So Disney done fired him and Marvel Studios. Okay. Y'all already know they're going to make an example out of him, which I feel is very, very effed up. So let's go ahead and read what it says. It says that Disney wasted no time. Thank you so much, Evelyn H. Okay, for the super chat, dear. We appreciate you. All right, so it says that Disney wasted no time giving Jonathan Majors the boot. They says that following his guilty verdict today, that a studio rep confirmed the news about the decision not to move forward with Jonathan in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay, it says that Majors plays supervillain Kang, and it's clear if Marvel plans to keep the character who Majors debuted as during Loki season 1 of 2021. It says that Majors was shaping up to have a good 2023 before his assault case. Okay. It says that according to Deadline, it says that prior to Ant-Man 3 and Creed 3, that Majors won rave reviews for the Sundance drama magazine Dreams, in which he played a disturbed amateur bodybuilder. It says that the movie was snapped up, searchlight for a December 8th theatrical release and award season run, however, was pulled from the theatrical schedule by the Disney-owned label in October. It says, as reported earlier, Majors was found guilty of assault in the 3rd degree and guilty of harassment, and he was not found guilty of one of the counts in assault and the 3rd degree of not guilty of aggravated harassment in 2nd degree. Okay, so he was convicted of 2 of 4 charges, like we just said, and of course I just told you guys about his sentencing being scheduled for February 6th. I hate that. Damn. So his whole goddamn career is gonna be screwed up behind a damn snow bunny. See, you should have just stayed. You should have been with Megan the first time. I hear mentioning these damn snow bunnies, and I hear telling folk to act like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama, and then you see where it got you. You're being too aggressive. Maybe this will make you not be so aggressive. She was aggressive too. I got to put it on her. It's both y'all fault because she was chasing you. You were trying to run away from her crazy ass. We started in the video. All right. Somebody's chasing you. That means you're trying to get away. Chase means that you are leaving and their ass is running behind you. That's what that means. Okay. So I got to kind of blame her too. She should have been kind of slapped on the wrist for a few things. She should be found guilty of some stuff too, and not just him. But she had recordings and she had pictures where she showed that she had a cut behind her ear where she said she was assaulted by him. So it's looking like maybe she had more evidence than he did in terms of this case, which kind of makes him look bad. And then releasing those damn audio clips of him talking to her the way he was talking to her didn't make it look no better. So I really, really hope that he gets his act together after this, and hopefully he can bounce back within his career so that he can continue to do what he do, because he's a great actor. He really is. He's a great actor. He just might have some anger issues, and don't we all sometimes, depending on the situation. But it's never okay to put pause upon someone, okay? All the time. I gotta put it that way, because sometimes people will push you, Lord, and I don't promote violence in any shape or form. But baby, folk will up and try you, and you be like, all right, now I got a few trophies on the mantle like this right here. Don't up and try it. Now, I don't mind putting another trophy up there over the fireplace with this right here. Yes, first place of Ike Turner. That's what it's giving, okay? All right, let's move on, because child. Woo. Folk just be out here doing too much. All right, so a clip, kind of, for those of you Real Housewives of Potomac watchers, Rob and Dixon, honey, is going through it with damn Juan Dixon. I'm gonna play this clip for you guys in a second. Juan Dixon is the most disrespectful asshole, and I gotta say it that way. He is the most disrespectful asshole that you could ever call a husband. Okay, he goes off on Rob Dixon, okay, in a clip from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And Robin Dixon is trying to explain to him of what the woman was saying in terms of him getting fired from, was it Coffin State, however you say the shit, I don't care. But Robin most recently had a breakdown on Real Housewives of Potomac where she was crying because I think the pressure of everything that's going on with Juan and his job with that whole college situation is starting to weigh on her. And the fact that he don't have a job, the fact that she's fighting to keep her job on Real Housewives of Potomac with really no storyline, so that she can pay her bills, because Juan, he doesn't have any type of income right now. But he is so rude to her. He is so dismissive when it comes to her. And I feel like, and I said this before, I feel like Juan is low-key trying to still punish Robin because of how she messed over his money. I think he's still in his feelings for that. And I feel like as long as she chooses to fool with him, he is going to continue to low-key disrespect her and make her feel like shit. And he's going to continue to run around and cheat on her because he don't respect her. Robin lost millions of dollars in some type of scam that she said she didn't know about of Juan's money. And I feel like he's going to continue to hold that over her head and make her feel bad because of that. Okay. Which then put him in a very bad space financially. Okay. So she married him a second time around, knowing the relationship was not healthy. And now you are sitting on national television crying, looking crazy because you done married somebody who don't, who don't really love you. I feel like she stepped out of the shadows of Juan and find her somebody that can, help her, or rather show her that they love her more than this fool here that she's trying to hold on to. I think she would be a better person. Okay. Robin does not see and don't know her worth. And women, when we don't see and know our worth, then you pick sorry ass ninjas like that. All right. Juan is emotionally never present for her. Okay. He's never emotionally there for her. Let's go ahead and play this clip so that you guys can see the toxicity in this bullshit that I'm seeing. Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm like so crazy. Like, I don't know, the ladies, the ones like I'm not as close with, like Karen, Wendy, Candace, they had a lot to say about like our whole situation, and Candace is trying to infer that I'm like, she's like, I damaged the group because I didn't share this information while we were filming. Yeah, it's like it's the most ludicrous stuff I've ever heard. He was going to be charged and everything. Because she pretty much implied that because I spoke about your lawsuit, that's one of the reasons why you got fired. And that triggered, that really set me off. Why?
Why you talking to her?
I'm not feeding into it, but that, I can't listen to this anymore because it's like so ridiculous. It is getting blown way out of proportion. I need you to stop feeding. I'm not feeding into it, Juan. I'm trying to. Listen, Robin, this is how you're feeding into it. You get emotional for what? You get emotional. It's not their life. It's our life. I'm not going to let you keep allowing these women get you super emotional. I'm not emotional. I'm not emotional right now. Robin, please. I can't listen to it because my skin is crawling right now. I got to go.
Just hung up on her mid-conversation. Oh, don't hang up on me. Don't hang up on me. That'll get you blocked. Then you can't call me back. Like, don't be on that now. Don't be on that. She need to dump him. I don't know why they got married. I feel like she did it for a storyline. I feel like Robin married Juan for a storyline to keep her spot on this show because she got to have something to talk about. Period. See, you so focused. This is what your ass get, Robin, because you so focused on what's going on with Candace and her husband over there and what they got going on. You should be worrying about you and Juan and your own damn relationship and or marriage. Well, I would say situationship because y'all act like y'all roommates. Robin and Juan give roommate situation. I don't see no love there. I would have left his ass alone after last season when he pulled off on her when she was talking to him when she was standing there by his car window and she was trying to talk to him and he rolled the window up on her and just drove the hell off. I would have been done with his ass then. You would have moved in my house. You would have been coming nowhere with me. Okay, I would have filed for child support and I'd have put your ass out the house and I'd have blocked the fucking number until you learn how to act and talk to me. And that's what it would have been. And probably in all of that order. Like, you don't get to keep disrespecting somebody. And then the fact that you overtalk her and don't let her express herself. Now, you done been seen out here with multiple women and pictures, and this girl is keeping your secrets knowing that you out there cheating. Like, it's not a coincidence that you're seen at the it's not a coincidence you're seen at the laundromat with some woman. It's not a coincidence that you're seen at the nail shop getting your damn nails done with some woman. It's not a coincidence that you're at the hotel with hotel receipts where you done purchased a hotel room with a woman, and Robin sitting on the show talking about, oh, he didn't even stay there. He just used his card and he left. Okay, Robin. Okay, Robin. Keep believing that. Because the woman that said that the situation went down with the hotel already said that Juan tried to solicit, the goodies from her. And another one already said, another one that was messing with Juan, was saying that he tried to have a threesome with her with some of his homies. So that's what you married to, dumbass. And I gotta say it like that. Girl, steady sitting here defending him. He don't give a damn about you or your feelings. And gonna hang up in your damn face. That's what you get. You sitting on your podcast worrying about everybody else's relationship and yours is in the damn toilet. Let's move on though, child. To something else that's toxic. Let's get all the toxic stuff out of the way. Oh. All right, so as you guys know, Quad is no longer going to be on Married to Medicine. I'm kind of feeling Married to Medicine this season. I want them to kind of step it up a little bit. Maybe they will now that Quad is going to be gone. As you guys also know, Quad did sit down and have a sit-down interview with Carlos King, where she talked about how she felt about not being on the show, her relationship with the girls. I don't feel like she took any accountability in the damn interview, but hey, does she ever take accountability? I don't think so. I'm going to go ahead and play a clip for you guys where Dr. Heavenly going to be snapping off on Quad before she let Quad know that, look, you're really not welcome in the group no more because we tired of your ass, okay? So, yeah. They invited her ass to come out to California to the little wine vineyard where they were at just to tell her ass, yeah, we need you to leave because we're not feeling you no more. So let's go ahead and play that.
You can take the girls out of Atlanta, but you can't take the Atlanta out of the girls.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Is there any way that we lower our voices?
I don't like that you're lying.
So
yeah. I think what we try to do is work on evolving the friendship, and we might have missed out on that part. And we all got to a place where we do want to confront you, basically, to say accountability is necessary. And it comes with action. I'm not here to force you to do anything. I can only state my heart, and my heart posture is in the right place.
how do we trust the words that's coming out of your
mouth
when they aren't backed by your actions? And then you turned around and said we would rob a neighborhood.
No, I did not say that.
My family and me, we're going through torture.
Well, I have been in the same boat. This has been not a cakewalk for me.
Why you playing the victim, baby? You're not on this.
I want to just be good to y'all, and I want y'all to be good to me. Well, I think what we're saying, though, we are hurt from your saying you have no emotional attachment. But the relationships are broken, Jackie.
Might as well be a pig on the table with an apple in the mouth, because it's a grill session. When you are not with us all year long, and then conveniently you pop in because some events are happening, it comes off as disingenuous, opportunistic. So I tell you, longevity means you make friends, not at events.
Because our relationships are broken. All I want to do is love and be loved. That is what I want, period. And I have a good time while doing it. I would like for that to be with you all.
I want the friendships to be the way they used to be. Like stay up all night, having a couple of cocktails, and just talking. I'm Gina. Oh boy.
I haven't had one of those nights in a very long time. I just don't know what happened. Like down through the years, it's just like the love was fake and the hate was real.
I've been working on getting back to that forgiving person. I'm not there with you yet.
Take your time.
But I do know that tomorrow is a very important day, and I would love to be surrounded by people who I trust and support me. Okay. All righty. Well, dinner's adjourned.
It's freezing.
I don't know where we are with Quad. And what I don't want is this vacation to be about bringing closure with Quad.
Concerned that you tell me she's saying all this and all that.
Yeah, she said it. It smells like weed in here. It does.
Anyway, so then they're gonna tell her she's gotta go. All right.
Beautiful.
You're not gonna watch it all. You're not gonna watch it all, but that is when they're gonna tell her that they want her to leave the vineyard because they no longer want her in the group. Okay, so now she's gonna be doing all this fake crying and shit. Then she's gonna sit on Carlos King's interview and act like she's the victim, when really you were the one who kind of helped vote Mariah out, not realizing that even though Mariah ain't on the show, she's still getting a nice big check from the show. Mariah's still getting paid because she had the whole idea for Married to Medicine. Okay. She had the entire idea for the damn show. So she is still getting a nice coin and she ain't got to act or be on not one episode. Okay. So you pushing her out. Honestly, Mariah was messy as hell, but I like Mariah. I feel like she was good for the group. Did she kind of think she was the queen of everything and she was kind of a little bit too much sometimes? Yeah, but it was a balance. It was a balance between Mariah and the other women in the group. She read Quad's ass down and kept her in check. I like Mariah, and it's unfortunate that she's not able to be on the show anymore. And Quad, you helped push her out the door, and now you want people to show you grace. And, I just want to be loved. Well, Mariah did too. But then you sat on the interview with Carlos King and said, oh, now I see how Mariah feels. Do you? Do you? Because you was happy to see her go. And Mariah is the one that helped you even get on the damn show. Mariah went to bat for you to help you get on this damn show and even introduced you to her celebrity friends and in her circle so that people would even know who you were. If it weren't for that, you would just be a girl from the damn, where's she from? Memphis? I think she's from Memphis. You would just be a girl from Memphis, a country girl from Memphis that nobody knew and or cared about. Period. So you got to watch how you treat your friends out here, Quad. You got to watch that. You got to watch that, okay? And everybody that you thought were your friends on this show turn their backs on you, including Phaedra, the same one that snuck and had you come to Sweet T's bachelor party, trying to get you back in the group. Even she turned on you and said, yeah, I think that Quad needs to go. So there you go. With friends like that, okay, because you already know Phaedra was going to go with what everybody else was saying because she don't want to be caught out there by herself because she ain't got no storyline. And the next person that I think going to get pushed out probably is going to be Heavenly. Okay, they're gonna probably go for her next. They're gonna probably go for her next. And I just don't feel like Quad was a great fit now that they brought Dr. G back with Sweet Tea. It was gonna always be some type of rivalry. It was like Quad stuck out like a sore thumb. It was time for her to go. You wasn't giving anything, Quad. You just really weren't. So sorry that you got to go, but I'm not. Does that mean we don't care? All right, so let's move on. Child. Ooh, child. All right, so Stormy, honey. Stormy still says that she is going to be suing Tisha Scott, honey, because Tisha, honey, done went out here and stole her shipping policy. So Stormy is saying that she has spoken to her attorney and that her plans are to be filing some type of lawsuit against Tisha Scott for stealing her shipping policy. Now, y'all saw the scene where she tried to speak to her about that, but Tisha was very nonchalant about it and was saying, oh, well, it wasn't a bad look for me because I made some money for it. Okay. I made some money from the actual, hair care line. Even though I use a shipping policy, it wasn't my fault. She had that whole spiel. But bottom line is you didn't get permission from her to do it. And anything that you release to the media through your businesses or whatever, you're supposed to proofread and look over everything before you release it. So I can't sit here and co-sign with the fact that you didn't know that something was out there like that. I just can't. I can't. It's your responsibility to look over your shit before you put it out there. And then you get smart with her and say, oh, well, I made some money from it. Of course you did. Of course you did, Miss Copy Paste. Of course you did. So now Stormy is saying that she is trying to be suing Tisha. We already know their relationship sucks. We already know Wanda, honey, she done put her whole little 0.5 cent in it because now that she knows that Tisha and Stormy are no longer friends. Tisha, I feel like, tried to attach herself to Stormy because she knew Stormy had businesses, and you know, Stormy stuff was kind of settling out a little bit. Tisha always likes to be a part of the in crowd. Okay, I don't feel like Tisha really has any real friends. Okay, Destiny is not on the show anymore, and that's who she was attached to. Destiny is a whole loser because she can't keep no businesses. But yeah, that's why Tisha continues to fall in and out with Melody, because of course she's sitting back watching her, and she really wants to be like Melody, business wise, body wise too. Because I told y'all in the review how she was sitting there staring at Mel and her body when she was getting in the pool. So she kind of, you know, low key, she really wants to be like Mel in every sense of the word, because she knows her husband like Mel. So anything that'll get her husband's attention, even if it means that she got to keep going out here and laying on the table and getting the snip and the tip and the tuck and all that stuff, this shit still ain't working. But bottom line is, Stormy is saying that she wants to sue her. Stormy was also talking greasy about her, joking about her degrees, saying that Tisha's supposed to have all these degrees, and she run around here and can't spell. She can't spell breakfast. And she was saying that she feels like Tisha got her degrees from ICDC College. And I feel like you've been watching my videos, Stormy, because I ain't heard nobody else but myself talking about Tisha's degrees coming from ICDC College. I hope you hit the like button when you came over here and was in my bushes, Stormy, with your toucan Sam damn nose. Thanks for the visit, sis, but you could have hit the damn like button when you came up over here to let me know your ass was here. If you're going to be saying what I'm saying or whatever. Y'all know y'all haven't heard nobody else saying that Tisha got her degrees from ICDC College. I started saying that shit. And now Stormy is out here on her little, talking to Latrice from Bell Collective, okay? Talking to Latrice from Bell Collective, telling her about how Tisha ain't the smartest thing in the class, child, saying that she want to sue her and that she don't know nothing about nothing out here and how to spell. So that's what it's giving. So we're gonna see if she initiate this damn lawsuit. Yeah, she got that toucan Sam nose. I ain't never seen nobody nose this that touch their lip like this. Like she look like she always smelling something when she come in, always frowning up on her nose. I ain't never seen nobody nose go all the way down to their lip like that. That's weird. It's weird. Girl, your mama didn't shape your nose. You know when you have a baby, they say you're supposed to shape their head. You're supposed to, you know, like shape their face and stuff like that so they don't be out here looking crazy. Girl, you might get a check, Stormy, because you might be a little, I don't want to say you're deformed or nothing, but you might be a little special. You might be a little special. You might get a check. You might want to call the people up and say, hey, I think I might have something going on with me. I might get a check or something. I might have a little disability going on. Girl, I might get you out of them lawsuits. Get you some of that lawsuit money because you know you're going to be in the courthouse probably tomorrow or the next day or something. So go on, girl, get that extra little money up on you, girl, so you're going to be paying all these damn lawsuits. Somebody said stop real. Y'all, I'm drinking Blue Hawaiian tonight. It's a little alcohol. I'm on the Alkalolo, like Martell saying. He can't spell either. I'm on the Alkalolo tonight, so y'all bear with me, okay? But yeah, girl, you might be getting a special check over here, Stormy, while you're trying to call somebody else out. But let's move on, child, to the next topic. I ain't trying to be reading somebody. I'm gonna use my ICDC college. You know I was saying that, but it's all right. You can use it. Just hit the like button when you come through here. All right. All right. So let's get into some real stuff. All right. So y'all know I've been I like to do my segment where we're talking about the industry and the powers that be, honey, in the industry. Because Lord, it's so much going on. The person that I chose to kind of dig up some stuff on and talk about, I really like this person. This person is no longer with us. If you saw my description, then you know who we're talking about. None other than the one and only Lisa Left Eye Lopez, honey, from the group TLC. All right. Somebody said, I know I heard you say it first. Yes, Social Butterfly, you sure did now. Y'all got to go on and give him a credit on that now. Caramel was the first to say it. I ain't heard nobody else say it. All right. So I got to take the credit for it. But it's all good. Hit the like button, honey. If you're going to be over here in my damn bushes, that's all I require. All right. Just hit the like button, girl. And go on subscribe since you're going to be over here because you know you like my shit. That's why you here. But let's go on and get into it, child. All right. So let's get into some talk about my girl, Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Rest in peace to you, child. Where was I when I found out she passed away? I don't remember where I was. But when I heard the news, I was like, what? It was like something just stopped. So I immediately started like pulling out my phone and researching stuff because I could not believe it. It kind of hit me kind of almost like when I heard about Whitney Houston. Like that shit was like, yo, I'm still like, and her death was so eerie. and a lot of things that was leading up to her death, which is kind of weird to me. Okay, somebody said, "Oh shit." Y'all tripping, all right? But I feel like y'all know she passed away in Honduras. I feel like Honduras was a place that she went to where she could unload, to where she felt more spiritual. I feel like she was escaping a lot of stuff dealing with the Illuminati. Okay, and I felt like she was on a spiritual quest to kind of clear her soul, her spirit, and her mind. I'm going to play you guys a video where they were saying that she felt like spirits were haunting her. As you guys know, a couple days prior to her death, a little boy was hit by a car that she was in, and she felt like that should have been her, like it was supposed to be like some type of sacrifice, but she feels that the little boy was taken and it was supposed to have been her. And I think it was 2 days later, she was in an accident where she was driving the red Mitsubishi SUV, which flipped over. Coincidentally, they were doing like a documentary where they were filming, and you will get to see the actual accident. I have it. I'm going to play it just because I want you guys to see every intricate detail of what we're talking about. She kind of mapped out and kind of knew, I think, not premeditated. I think she knew beforehand that she was going to pass. I think she knew that she was going to pass prior, because she was having like this spiritual awakening. You guys, somebody said they remember. Liz Moore says she remembers. Okay, but I feel like the Illuminati has something to do with her passing. As you guys know, in the group TLC, Lisa Left Eye Lopez was the most. She was the most vocal out of all three of the girls. Now Tion, T-Bar, she was like this here, but Chili, she was kind of laid back. But it was Lisa Left Eye Lopez, the one that I feel had the most to say when it came to things. She was the one that announced at the awards that they were being pretty much robbed in the industry, that they were owed money. Like, how could we have all these #1 hits and not have any money? Like, she was the first to say that, and she was right about that. As you guys know, she was signed through Pebbles. Y'all remember Pebbles back in the girlfriend? How could you let him treat you so bad? Y'all remember her? All right, so Pebbles signed them. At the time, Pebbles was married to L.A. Reid, which I feel like that was a whole conversation where they knew these girls were young, they were impressionable, they had a lot of talent, so they used them in order to rob them, allegedly. Okay, everything said in the video is alleged, in my opinion. Let me go ahead and say that again. And we're covered under the Fair Use Act. Okay, yes. So I feel like, and of course, Clive Davis had his hands in the mix, and also Diddy was also behind the scenes in this as well. Okay, she was very vocal. Now they're saying that Clive Davis chose not to. Wait, let's back up. Y'all know that during the time that TLC was going through a lot of financial issues, they went to Arista, to the Arista office. Lisa Lopez, she had some of her homegirls who was on the thug out. They went up there and they pretty much had the pows on them, and they went up and then they regulated. They let Clive Davis know, look, we're owed money and we want our money and we want it now. Okay. And bitch, we not about to call 877 cash now, bitch. We want our money now. We're not about to call 877 cash now. We're not to be on that bullshit. But we want our money and we want it now. So Clive gave them some money to kind of shut them up, but they were still in debt. All right. So during the time that they came to the Arista office to see Clive Davis, guess who was in the office? When they went up there and fussed Clive out and threatened him, none other than P. Diddy. So I feel like after that situation, it kind of initiated something, because it pissed Clive off that they came up there and regulated him in the way that they did and tried to punk him down. And I feel like Puffy took some feelings towards that as well. And I feel like Puffy may have had something to do, through the Illuminati, of course, I'm going to say it that way, in terms of Lisa Left Eye Lopez not being here anymore. According to the clip I'm going to play, she was saying that she felt like some spirits were following her. She felt followed, which is why she went away to Honduras, okay? And even in Honduras, she did not feel safe, okay? But Clive chose not to press charges against Lisa and the group TLC. And like I said, they held him up with the powers up in the office, child. But he gave him that money and he decided not to press charges against them, maybe because he had other ways of dealing with it. Okay, Lisa Left Eye Lopez was the most talented one out of all of them, and they were all talented in their own right. But Lisa could sing and rap. Lisa could also write. She wrote most of the song for the group. She was very talented. She played instruments as well. I looked her up. I was like, I didn't know all this stuff about her. And also, it was a big issue with Lisa Left Eye Lopez, because y'all know she signed with Death Row Records to do a record called Supernova, which was with the rival from, because y'all know that Suge Knight was the rival of P. Diddy and Bad Boy and everybody else that kind of hung out with them. All right, we'll say allegedly. But yes, so Lisa always, like I said, she wanted fame by way of music, but she got a glimpse into fame, and in terms of getting that glimpse into fame, she saw some things in the industry that she was not, happy with, that she didn't want to be involved in. Okay, so she started having this spiritual soul searching type thing, which made her want to go to Honduras to clear her spirit, because a lot of stuff was going on with her at the time. All right. She also had an infatuation with fire. Okay. She also had an infatuation with fire ever since she was a young girl. Okay. She was playing with fire all the time. She damn near burnt her house down as a kid. As you guys also know, her boyfriend who played in the NFL, Andre Rison, she burned his millions of dollars house down, burned his damn house down to the damn ground. And she got in trouble behind that. But I said, oh my God, it's so much with this girl. It's such a mystery with her. We're not going to find it all out in one night. I'm going to have to do several parts to this for Lisa Left Eye Lopez, because my God, I looked up so much. Let's go ahead and get into some video of her. Okay. Let's get into some video with her. All right. Shout out to Celebrity Underrated, because he is going to be very informative. All right. Let's get into it. Shout out Celebrity Underrated. It's going to give you guys a glimpse into her life. Some things you guys didn't even know. Okay. That's her. Beautiful.
Man, when it comes to the group TLC, you just know that they had that it factor. The it factor. Like Michael Jackson, Madonna, they got that it factor. Prince, Michael Jordan, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, that it factor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when they came out in the early 90s, even though they weren't the best singers, like En Vogue, SWV, Spice Girls, and all of them, but TLC still rose above all of them and became the best-selling American girl group of all time, with over 65 million records sold worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
But out of the three girls, the most powerful one, the most controversial, the most creative, and always spoke her mind, was none other than Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Now let's get into her story, right? Now, Left Eye was born on May 27th, 1971 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She was the oldest of three children from her parents, Wanda and Ronald Lopez, who was a United States Army Staff Sergeant, and he played in the Army band. But he was very strict and abusive to her mother. Now, they knew that Left Eye was special because she was talking by the age of 1 year old, and by the age of 5, she taught herself how to play piano. See, by her father being in the military, she moved around a lot and met a lot of people and experienced a lot of things. Now, see, right, Lisa was also very overprotective of her younger brother and sister, almost like a second mom to them. They ended up settling down in North Philly, which was a rough neighborhood where she lived, but she knew one day she would be a star and take care of her family. But see, her father was an alcoholic, and he would give Left Eye beer all the time, and they would drink together. She said the first time he gave her beer was around the age of 5. The fights between her mother and father started getting worse. So she moved in with her grandmother on her father's side by the time she was 13 years old. Now, during those times, life was rough for her, and she would run away from home a lot, but eventually would come back and do it again. Tired of the family drama, at the age of 17 years old, Left Eye decided to leave Philly for good with her boyfriend, who told her that he knew someone who was looking for a female rapper in Atlanta. Now, once she got to Atlanta, right, she ended up meeting super producer Rico Wade from Organized Noise, who y'all might know from producing Outkast and Goody Mob. And it just so happens that record exec named Ian Burke was managing a girl named Crystal Jones,
who was a singer and dancer at the time. But see, Ian Burke wanted to put together a female version of BBD together, singing R&B and hip-hop music like they was doing. Now, Ian Burke was cool with Rico Wade and asked him, did he know any female singers? And Rico Wade told him about T-Boz, who was his neighbor at the time, and Left Eye, who he was dating. Now, after meeting Left Eye, Ian Burke liked her rhymes, but he really didn't think she was the right fit for the group. Plus, Left Eye came in a dress instead of baggy clothes like he was looking for. But Crystal liked the style and convinced him to put her in the group. With the group completed, Ian liked the combination of the girls and called them Second Nature. Left Eye's stage name at first was QT, Cutie. T-Boz went by the name Madam T. After that, he introduced the girls to another up-and-coming producer named Jermaine Dupri, who was producing for his new group called Criss Cross. Jermaine started recording and producing for the girls and would look out for them, especially Left Eye, because she really had nowhere to go because she had just came down from Philly. She was basically homeless. But see, Jermaine looked out for her, even though his mom was strict about letting girls stay over. He would hide her in the closet until his mom went to work. The song that Jermaine Dupri produced for them was called I Got It Going On, but it was never released. And T-Boz, at the time, she was working at a hair salon.
Sorry, guys, for the ad. Thanks, guys, for every one of you guys coming in just now, okay? We're talking about Lisa Left Eye Lopez of TLC, okay? All right, let's get back into it.
Yeah. And told the owner of the salon that she was looking for talent. Now, y'all know Pebbles, who ended up marrying L.A. Reid. But late 80s, early 90s, she was hot. The song was Girlfriend, Mercedes Boy, Giving You the Benefit, Love Make Things Happen, featuring Babyface. Man, let me tell you, Pebbles was it. I love some Pebbles back in the day, man. Pebbles, she was a good artist, man. But anyway, after that, Pebbles met the girls and decided to work with them, signing them to Pebble Tone Management after she bought their contract from Ian Burke, the girls' first manager. She also didn't like the name Second Nature, so she changed the name to TLC, which stood for the first initials in their name. Now, the crazy thing is, the name TLC, right, was supposed to be R&B singing group SWV first name. But Pebbles, being in the music industry years before, got it trademarked first. Now, the group was complete, but Pebbles, she really wasn't feeling Crystal and felt like she didn't have a strong voice. So Left Eye and T-Boz had to kick her out of the group on Pebbles' orders. But in an interview, Crystal Jones said she wasn't kicked out. Pebbles wanted her to sign a contract without a lawyer present, so she didn't sign. Now with Crystal gone, right, L.A. Reid told Pebbles about Chili, who at the time was a backup dancer for the group Damien Dame. You know what, man? I'm going to have to do an episode on Damien Dame too. I like that song they had called Right Down to It. And it was the first act signed to LaFace Records in 1991. And that group, they dealt with some tragedy too. But anyway, now, once Pebbles met Chili, whose real name is Razonda, she gave her the name Chili for the C in TLC to replace Crystal and introduce her to T-Boz and Left Eye. And everybody clicked right off jump. They all liked each other. Left Eye later revealed that she got her name Left Eye from New Edition artist Michael Bivins in 1991 after he noticed that her left eye was more slanted and prettier than the right. Now, at first, right, Pebbles was going to take them to Giant Records and get them signed over there, but L.A. Reid convinced her to sign them to his label, LaFace Records, distributed through Arista, which was ran by Clive Davis.
Let's
the
pause.
crazy part is the same.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear how Clive got finagled up in there? They were going to take them to a whole nother label. Then Pebbles got convinced by L.A. Reid to take the girls over to Arista Records, which was run by Clive Davis, which we all know was affiliated with Puffy. So this is how they're going to get screwed over, fooling with damn Clive Davis.
Left Eye got signed, her father was killed by his cousin after an argument. After that, they started working on their debut album with Jermaine Dupri, Babyface, and Dallas Austin. But most of the time, they worked with Dallas Austin, who ended up in a relationship with Chili. Left Eye and T-Boz, they kept it a secret, but once Pebbles found out, she kicked Chili out of the group because she felt it was a conflict of interest. But rumors also state that the real reason she kicked Chili out of the group was because she had an affair with her then husband, L.A. Reid. But, you know, Left Eye and T-Boz fought for her to stay, so Pebbles let it go. Pebbles and L.A. Reid admitted that the reason their marriage fell apart was because of TLC years later. And, you know, Pebbles got a book. A book will be dropping soon, I heard. We'll see what you're going to put in there.
Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that Chili came in between Pebbles and L.A. Reid in their marriage? Did y'all know that? I never knew that. She was something else, wasn't she?
Back to the story. On February 25th, 1992, they released their debut album titled Ooh on the TLC tip.
Great album.
The hits Ain't Too Proud to Beg, Baby, 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 What About Your Friends, and Hat to the Back, selling over 4 million copies. Now, the fans fell in love with their tomboyish style, dressing like boys, wearing boxers, baggy jeans, and big t-shirts from Cross Colors. Man, I remember Cross Colors. But, and look, they really loved Left Eye, though, because she spoke her mind. And she would have a condom in the left lens of her glasses and all over her outfits, promoting safe sex. You know, at that time, Atlanta was making noise with groups like Criss Cross, Arrested Development, and ABC, Another Bad Creation. Now, with the success of their album, they became the opening act for MC Hammer's Too Legit to Quit tour. And y'all know at that time, MC Hammer was getting money. And he told Left Eye that they should look into their contracts with Pebbles because they was broke. Plus, Left Eye, she found out that I think Boyz II Men was on that tour too, and a couple other acts, and how they was getting money. But anyway, after approaching Pebbles about their contract, she ended up buying them Toyota RAV4s to make peace, but it was too late. Upset with their contract, they ended up firing Pebbles. But in order to still use the TLC name, they had to pay her $3 million, $1 million for each letter of the name. Now, with Pebbles out the way, they ended up getting a new manager and went on tour with Bobby Brown, Shabba Ranks, and Mary J. Blige. According to T-Boz, in her book called A Sick Life, which is a great book, y'all should pick that book up. They had got into it with some of Bobby Brown's dancers, and one of his girls punched Left Eye in her left eye, and that's why Left Eye started putting that black stripe like football players under her eye, and they had to stop Left Eye from shooting the girl. But things started to heat up for the group, and everybody wanted to work with them. They did the song Get It Up for the Poetic Justice soundtrack, which starred Janet Jackson and Tupac. And hold on, let me say this about Tupac and Left Eye. Now, they met years before in 1991 and became good friends. Left Eye said that she fell in love with Tupac instantly on sight. She was taken by his conversation, music, and charisma, and he was drawn to her creativity and her piano playing. And the first thing he told her was never let him have sex with her because he was going to look at her different. She also said that if he would have asked her to marry him, she would have said yes off the top.
Wow.
Eric Sturm from EPMD to date Left Eye also, and he revealed that Left Eye told him if Tupac come and get her, their relationship is over. That's how much love she had for Tupac.
Wow.
Now, rumors also claim that the song Can You Get Away was about Left Eye on Tupac's Me Against the World album. I don't know. I listened to it, and I don't know, he just spitting lyrics on it. But now check this though. Ed Lover and John Singleton, who was close to Tupac, also revealed that they were there the night Tupac kicked Left Eye out the hotel room because she had on Naughty by Nature boxes, and he accused her of messing with Tretch.
All right, so let's pause right quick. Now, y'all remember during the time that Left Eye was dating Andre Rison, you guys? They were in a full-fledged relationship, and she was even living with Andre Rison. Y'all remember, if y'all watched the movie for TLC, do y'all remember when she got mad with Andre because he didn't buy her no shoes or something like that, and she left, and this car came to pick her up? Tupac was in that car. So she was still seeing and finagling with Tupac while she was still seeing and or dating Andre Rison, and that pissed him off. Because when she told him that night she was going out, that's who she was going out with, Tupac. Tupac had a way with the women, didn't he? It was just something about that damn Tupac that just all the women were just salivating over him. Even Faith Evans had her ass up over there. She said she ain't fool with him, but that's never been confirmed or denied. But let's get on back to the show, child.
Like I was saying, TLC was ringing in the industry at that time, man, and they were hot. They also ended up with a role in the movie House Party 3 with Kid and Play as the group Sex is a Weapon. And Left Eye was featured on the song Make Some Noise. They recorded the theme song for the popular Nickelodeon kids show called All That, which ran for 10 seasons. And also around that time, Jamal from the rap group Illegal, who Left Eye and Tretch had put together, introduced her to star football player Andre Rison, who played for the Atlanta Falcons at the time. Now, Andre and Left Eye hit it off right off top and started dating, but there were problems from the get-go in their relationship because he was very jealous and possessive, and she had an alcohol addiction problem. One incident, Andre was arrested in the parking lot after he allegedly physically abused Left Eye, plus shot a handgun in the air. Her alcohol addiction also got her arrested for a fight with police at the Georgia Dome Arena, and she was charged with disorderly conduct while intoxicated, criminal trespass, and a simple battery against a police officer. Now, see, after all that, it was time for them to start recording their new album titled Crazy Sexy Cool. But on June 8th, 1994, Left Eye was arrested for setting fire to Andre Rison's sneakers in the bathtub, burning down his mansion, and then went outside and took a vacuum cleaner pipe and broke the windows in his cars. The next day, she turned herself in to the Atlanta police and was charged with felony arson and released on $75,000 bail. She was sentenced to 5 years probation and therapy at a halfway house. Now, during this time, right, they was working on songs for their new album, but Left Eye didn't have much input on the album because she was in rehab. But she did put some rap verses down, and she did put together one of their most popular songs to this day, which is Waterfalls, with Rico Wade from Organized Noise.
Y'all hear that?
Another fact is, a lot of people didn't know that CeeLo Green is featured on Waterfalls, singing background. Just want to throw that in there.
Y'all know
Now,
that? I did not
when
know
it
that.
came time to release the single, right, which was the song Creep, Left Eye was against the song because the song is about a woman who is not happy with her man, so she sneaks around and cheats on him. Left Eye felt, instead of telling her to cheat back, why don't we tell her to just leave? And that's why she didn't put a rap verse to the song. And she threatened to protest the single by wearing black tape over her mouth in the video. And the crazy thing is, the song was really inspired by a situation between T-Boz and Dalvin from Jodeci. But when the album Crazy Sexy Cool released on November 15th, 1994, the single Creep was on fire. It became their first #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100, topping the charts for 4 consecutive weeks, winning the Grammy Award for Best R&B Performance by a duo or group with vocals. Now, the second single, Red Light Special, I love Red Light Special, that's my jump.
I like that one too.
That song reached #1 and #2 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Now, the third single, right, Waterfalls, became TLC's most successful song, spending 7 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and #1 in New Zealand and Switzerland, while reaching the top 10 in many other countries. They also became the first African-American act to ever win an MTV Video Music Award. That night, they won 4 of them. The crazy part is about the song Waterfalls is Clive Davis didn't want to release the song as a single at first because he didn't like it. But you know, the album Crazy Sexy Cool has been certified 12 times platinum, making them the first girl group in history to be awarded diamond status. To date, that album has sold over 23 million copies.
Wow.
After that, right, with the success of the Crazy Sexy Cool album, they were expecting to see bigger checks this time around, though. But like Left Eye said in an interview, as she broke down the numbers for their contract.
Okay, we gotta ask. Sorry, guys, y'all enjoying this? Are you guys learning some stuff that y'all didn't know about the group? Yes, child. This is a great interview. I hope you guys are enjoying.
The group was left with $50,000 apiece after generating over $75 million for that album at that time. Man, they got fed up. And that's when Left Eye got a crew of her girls together from the Diversion Center, and she went to confront L.A. Reid about their money. Now, after confronting L.A. Reid first, he told them that Clive Davis had their money. So they went down to approach Clive Davis. and Diddy was there. Diddy was actually there having a meeting with Clive Davis when they came into his office. But nobody got hurt. And Clive did give them some money to keep everything cool, but they still was broke. And after talking to their lawyer, he advised them to file for bankruptcy. I mean, they was so broke, they had to borrow $15,000 from Andre Eisen to file a lawsuit against Face Records. And that's when they went on national TV at the Grammys and told the world that they was broke. Now, after the settlement, they decided to take a break, and Left Eye started to focus on other things. Now, see, one thing about Left Eye is she was smart, and she started to learn the business. Out of all the girls, she had more money because she wrote her own rhymes, so she had publishing. This is how smart Left Eye was. Lil' Kim said in an interview that Left Eye bought her domain name and gave it back to her because during that time, people were stealing domain names and selling it back to people for $20,000. And Left Eye bought all of her friends' domain names. She was way ahead of her time and smart for doing that. She also started her own production company called Left Eye Productions with her former manager Ian Burke, and signed the girl group Black because they reminded her of TLC. And she signed another girl group called Egypt. Plus, she started working on her own solo album. Man, that time Left Eye was rolling. She was featured on the track Ladies Night with Lil' Kim, The Brat, Missy Elliott, Angie Martinez for the Nothing to Lose soundtrack. Her and Will Smith did a song for his album called Big Willie Style. She also hosted a show on MTV called The Cut and began dating a model named Sean Newman. Now, their next album, right, titled Fan Mail, was named by Left Eye because they wanted to thank the fans who supported them over the years. But the group started to have problems before recording because Dallas Austin wanted like $4 million to work on the album. And on February 23rd, 1999, the album Fan Mail was released with the hit singles No Scrubs, which became their third #1 single and won Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group and Best R&B Song at the 42nd Annual Grammy Awards. Now see, No Scrubs was supposed to be for the album Candy and Tiny from Escape had coming out together. But once the powers that be at LaFace heard it, they wanted to give it to TLC. The crazy part is Sporty Thieves made an answer song called No Pigeons that same year, which went #1 on the hot rap singles. Man, I used to love that song too, No Pigeons. And I like the other one they did about Destiny's Child, Bills, Can't Pay My Bills. Anyway, Kenny Bird said she didn't care about the answer song No Pigeons because all their publishing went to her anyway. That's crazy. They made the song, I guess because of the beat. Yeah, that's probably how she got the publishing. But anyway, other singles off the Fan Mail album was I'm Pretty, which spent 3 weeks at #1, and Silly Ho. Now, they did turn down a lot of songs that was presented to them first for this album they could have used. And them songs ended up being big hits like 702's Where My Girl's At, Whitney Houston's Heartbreak Hotel, and Baby One More Time, which was recorded by Britney Spears.
Y'all know that?
I think if TLC would have did those songs, they would have been hot too. They probably would have been big if they would have did them too. But anyway.
I'm sorry, let me pause. I don't know if I would want to hear now that I've heard them sing Where My Girls At. I don't think I could have heard TLC sing that. Do you guys? I feel like you know, they could have kept it where it is, but let's continue.
All the drama, Fan Mail still sold over 10 million copies worldwide, but Left Eye still was unhappy with the business side and said in an interview with Vibe magazine that she graduated from that era and cannot stand 100% behind this TLC project and the music that is supposed to represent her. And this will be her last interview until she can speak freely about the truth and present herself on her solo project. Now, she also called out T-Boz, Chili, and Dallas Austin because she felt like the outcast of the group, and she knew that the drama in her own life was the reason TLC was selling records. But TLC also lost a lot of endorsement deals too because of her actions. She also felt that she didn't have any creative control on the writing process for their projects. And this is what Left Eye said in another interview with Entertainment Weekly. I challenged Tion Player Watkins, T-Boz, and Rosanda Hader Thomas, Chili, to an album entitled The Challenge, a 3-CD set that contains 3 solo albums. Each album will be due to the record label by October 1st, 2000. I also challenged producer Dallas the Manipulator Austin to produce all of the material and do it at a fraction of his normal rate. As I think about it, I'm sure the Face would not mind throwing in a $1.5 million prize for the winner. That's what she said in the interview with Entertainment Weekly. Now, Chili did respond, calling her antics selfish, evil, and heartless. And with those statements, the public now knew that the group was having problems. Also, Suge Knight became her new manager at that time. And recently in the interview, y'all probably heard it on the Lifetime Hopelessly in Love episode. Suge said that he had his relationship with Left Eye was a sexual relationship.
Wow.
He had major love for her and he cared for her. I mean, there was so much going on in her life at that time. That's when she had reached out to somebody who she heard that could cure and heal anybody, named Dr. Sebi. Now, for those who don't know who Dr. Sebi is, he was a Honduran herbalist who claimed to have cures for HIV, herpes, sickle cell, and many other diseases just using natural herbs. And he helped a lot of famous people before, like Michael Jackson, Eddie Murphy, Steven Seagal, and some other people. I know before Nipsey died, man, he was working on his documentary, and I thought Nick Cannon said he was going to finish it, but I haven't heard much about it. For more information about Dr. Sebi's life, check out the episode I did. That's on my page.
God. Sorry for the ad. Hope you guys are enjoying. Okay.
Now. So y'all can check that out on my Patreon page, Celebrity Underrated at Patreon. But anyway, now after the Fan Mail tour, she started working on her solo album and started doing more features with other artists like Spice Girl Melanie C's single Never Be the Same Again, which sold over 2.5 million copies worldwide. She was also featured on Donnell Jones' #1 single, You Know What's Up, and worked with NSYNC and Toni Braxton. Plus, her new group Black was making noise with their debut album, which went certified platinum. But on August 14th, 2001, she released her solo album titled Supernova, which wasn't released in the United States, only overseas though. The single, The Block Party, didn't really get spins on the radio in the United States, so the label didn't push it. I wonder why. She even had a song on there with Tupac vocals called Untouchable. She was disappointed over her album, and she ended up signing to Death Row Records under the name Nina, but still remained signed to LaFace Records as a member of TLC. By that time, Left Eye was on a spiritual journey, and she went back to Honduras to see Dr. Sebi. But this time, she was feeling like she's being followed by a spirit. And one night, a van she was riding in ended up running over a little boy, and he died from his injuries. Apparently, the little boy had been trailing after his sisters and brothers and stepped off the median strip at the last minute, and he didn't see him until it was too late. Now, after paying the hospital bills, the funeral costs, she finds out that the little boy's last name was Lopez, the same as hers, and believes the spirit that has been following her meant to kill her, but killed the boy instead. And on April 25th, 2002, while driving on a narrow dirt road in Honduras with her group Egypt, her sister, and a cameraman in the front passenger seat who was videotaping at the time for her documentary, she tried to avoid another oncoming truck and swerved off the road and ended up hitting 2 trees and flipped over several times. None of the 8 passengers was seriously injured, but Left Eye was killed instantly in the crash, dying from a massive blow to the head and a fracture at the base of her cranium. They said she was thrown out of the window on the driver's side and she wasn't wearing a seatbelt. I just find that crazy, man, that she the only one that died. But it can happen though. It can happen. The docu-series called Autopsy aired an episode titled The Last Hours of Lisa Left Eye Lopez, implied that extreme diet may have impaired her judgment while driving, and that could have played a part behind the accident. She had just bought land in Honduras, close to Dr. Sebi too, to build an orphanage kids center. Before she passed, TLC was working on their 4th album at the time. VH1 did the TLC movie, which I thought was a good movie, starring Keke Palmer and Lil Mama. After the movie aired, though, a lot of people were upset about the way they was portrayed. Her sister Raindrop said she is working on Left Eye's book and hopefully a movie about her life. She was 30 years old. R.I.P. Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Did y'all like that? Did y'all like that? Very informative. A lot of stuff that we didn't know about, guys. A lot of things that we did not know about Miss Lisa Left Eye Lopez. We're going to continue with her tomorrow. I'm going to have some stuff with her as well. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the video. Let's do a trigger warning. I hope nobody is going to feel triggered by this, but I'm going to show you guys the video. These are her last moments. Okay. She's driving. She did not have on a seatbelt. Let me put up my banner for this one, okay? This is a trigger warning. I'm going to just let y'all know. It's not bad, but these are her last moments, okay? This is her last moments when she was driving in Honduras.
Oh, man, I'm good. We're going to go to Sambo Creek and get some shots. Just get footage of the vibe. You know what I mean? No, we need the red car.
Thanks so much, Linda Katie. This is her driving. We're filming a documentary.
TLC is one of the most successful
That's
groups
where
of all time.
that's where
During
the
the 90s,
accident
they were
occurred, okay,
impossible.
you guys? That is where the accident occurred, okay? So rest in peace to Left Eye. She was trying to hurry up and get past a truck, and she didn't make it in time, and she wound up losing control of the Mitsubishi that she was driving, and it flipped over several times. When they found her, according to the stuff that I read up on, she was found in a ditch. That is where they found her when she was thrown from the vehicle, okay? So yes, you guys remember that. There's another video, I'm gonna play it probably tomorrow, which was very eerie, to where she kind of looked into the camera like this. It was real weird, like some type of weird spirit. I was just like, oh my God, that kind of scared me a little. I ain't gonna lie, kind of scared me. But she kind of looked into the camera like, this is it. Like this is it right here, guys. That's the way she looked. I was like, oh my God. So it's kind of like she had a premonition of some sort that this was getting ready to be the final days of her. I'll play this one too because it talks about her life.
With YouTube ads and powered solutions.
Yeah.
I heard about healthcare.gov.
Yeah. So did you guys like the somebody said you saw that? It was very scary.
After the death of singer Lisa Left Eye Lopez, the member of the hit group TLC was killed yesterday in a car crash.
On the 25th of April 2002, the world was shocked by the sudden and tragic loss of TLC's Lisa Left Eye Lopez. The singer's life abruptly ended in a car crash that sent shockwaves through the pop industry and left fans heartbroken. What's more shocking is the fact that Lisa predicted her death weeks before the car crash.
I hear that.
The singer and rapper's sudden death left thousands of fans mourning. Lisa's family and friends gathered together on the site of the car crash, honoring their beloved who left the world just days before her 31st birthday. But what exactly happened on that fateful evening of April 25th, 2002? This was the time of the year when Lisa would visit her favorite village in all of Central America. This time, she was accompanied by 12 guests on her trip to Honduras. Lopez brought them to her safe place. Along with her guests, Lopez was working on a film project that aimed to showcase the beauty of Honduras and the spiritual practices of Garifuna culture, and underrated local and native healing practices that claim to cure nearly every major illness, including cancer. Little did they know their peaceful retreat would turn into a fatal tragedy. On April 25th, 5 p.m. to be exact on a Thursday, Lopez drove towards central Honduras in her SUV, along with 10 other people. Lopez tried to overtake the truck in front of her on a 2-lane highway when suddenly the SUV lost control as she sharply swerved the car to the left. Her rented SUV rolled several times before hitting 2 trees and ejecting Lopez and 3 others out of the windows. The highway was shut down for a while as emergency services were called after the lethal accident. Soon, Lopez was found dead in a ditch and became the only person who sustained fatal injuries in the car crash. Following the tragic incident, an autopsy was performed in San Pedro Sula to determine the cause of Lisa Lopez's death. Ronaldo Martinez, the doctor in charge of examining the body, concluded that Lopez, who was 30 at that time, succumbed to her injuries instantly. The autopsy revealed that Lopez had sustained severe open cerebral trauma and suffered a fracture at the base of her cranium, both of which became the primary cause of her instantaneous death. Results from the investigation revealed that Lopez was not under the influence of any drug. However, one highly concerning fact came to light through Luis Aguilar, a police spokesperson who came forward with a shocking revelation. Lopez was not licensed to drive internationally and was apparently not wearing her seatbelt while mercilessly speeding her car on the highway, resulting in her own death. Even though no eyewitness account of her accident came forward to tell their story to the media, the camera rolling in the SUV was enough evidence to determine what really happened inside the car. The passengers were filming a documentary for their next big project, but instead recorded a horrifying accident for their viewers. Later, film director Lauren Lazine would talk about the accident in her documentary that focused on the last days of Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Some claimed that Lisa might have decided to take her own life on the 25th of April. However, Lauren Lazine completely denied the rumors, saying, "I don't think she took her own life. I think that's just an incorrect interpretation. But you know, when you make a piece of art or a piece of film or a piece of work and you put it out in the world, it is for people to take away what they want. I think it was an accident and a very sad one." A few weeks before her death, Lopez was involved in another car accident that took a 10-year-old boy's life. Lisa's personal assistant, Stephanie, was driving around the same area when a boy named Baron Fuentes accidentally slipped in front of the vehicle which struck the boy. Even though Lisa immediately jumped out of the car to his aid, cradling the boy in her arms before he was rushed to the hospital, the young boy unfortunately would not survive this tragic accident. Lopez, who was already mentally suffering, was thrown into darkness after this incident. In her final documentary, which was released after her death, Lisa talked about how she felt like a spirit was stalking her after this heartbreaking event, a possible foreshadowing of her own death. As we now know, just weeks after this confession, Lopez was dead from a car accident where her own hands were at the wheel. This statement led some of her fans to believe that Lisa had eerily predicted her death in the documentary and might have been mentally unstable during her trip to Honduras with friends. However, the authorities denied the assumption, claiming that Lisa's death was a result of unfortunate circumstances and that she had died because the car lost control, and not because she wanted to end her life. Or maybe there was some other force involved in Left Eye's fatal accident, given her premonitions. The real answer may never be known, perhaps with only Lisa herself knowing the truth of her tragic passing.
Okay, so we're going to stop
on
it
May
there.
2nd.
So I hope you guys are enjoying our information about Miss Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Rest in peace to her. She was so full of life and talent. She was beautiful. She had so much more to do on this earth, and it's so crazy how she was taken out. Our stars, I swear to you guys, it's like always something so crazy, and I feel like she may have been a sacrifice. I don't want to say that Diddy and Clive may have had something to do with it, but it's no coincidence that she went into their office and demanded that they give her money and that they do her right, and she put Clive and them on blast about stealing from her, and then she's running to Honduras to get away from things, and now she's no longer here. And we already know, we've talked about several artists who are no longer here once they start talking and being vocal about things that's going on in the industry and things that they know. But she went to Honduras, they're saying, to get away from things, and she felt that some type of spirit or something was following her when she went there, and that was supposed to be her peace space. Now, Andre Rison, I pulled up something about him as well. Y'all know that was the guy that she was dating. She was going to marry Andre. She was in love with Andre. But after Lisa Left Eye Lopez died, do you guys know that Andre Rison actually got married? And the woman that he married, her name was Lisa Lopez. Did y'all know that? How eerie is that? Go look it up. Feel free to look it up. Andre Rison married a woman named Lisa Lopez. Is that not eerie? Is that not weird? I said, you got to be kidding me. When I was looking all this stuff up, I said, you have got to be kidding me. He married a woman named Lisa Lopez, and he was dating Lisa Left Eye Lopez, who passed away. But that's weird. So yes, y'all looked at, yes, he married someone by the name of Lisa Lopez, and he was with Lisa Left Eye Lopez. So I don't know if he never ever got away. Somebody said, yes, I knew that. Crazy. Yeah. I don't think he ever got over her passing, even though they had a very tumultuous and very toxic relationship. He did. He married a woman named Lisa Lopez. His wife's name is Lisa Lopez. And he was with Lisa Left Eye Lopez for years, and he was planning to marry her. They talked about getting married. Even though she burned his house down, they got past that. He loved her. That was like the love of his life. And tragically, when she died in the accident, he was broken up about it. I saw videos where he was crying his eyes out. And even to this day, he still says he's never gotten over that. So he's gone out here and married someone named Lisa Lopez. So that's it for tonight, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. We will have a part 2 of some more information and inside knowledge of industry stuff with Lisa Left Eye Lopez in TLC. Okay, so I hope you guys got a lot of information tonight and enjoyed the video with all the tea that we brought you guys. Mods, thank y'all for a great job of keeping the trolling down. And thank you, Girlfriend Chronicles, and any other content creators that joined us tonight as well. Okay, hopefully everyone hit the button, the like button. We have 340 in the building. And I hope we got 340 likes. Okay, again, rest in peace, Lisa Left Eye Lopez. You will never be forgotten. Thank you for your contributions to the music industry, ma'am. We appreciate you. Okay, thank you guys for joining. I will see you guys in the morning for Car Chronicles. Okay. And love you guys all the way down. And goodbye. Let's get some music so y'all can jam on up out of here, honey. Let's get y'all some music, honey. Yes.